Welcome to Masterpiece Theater, Novel Edition. Today we'll be taking a look at Charles Dickens' classic, A Tale of Two Cities. Dickens released the novel in installments via his weekly newsletter. This affects the writing style of the book. Dickens included very minor cliffhangers in the book to keep readers looking forward to the next installment. This is known as episodic writing. The novel tells the story of Mr. Charles Darnay, the heir to the Marquis Saint-Evremond, who is murdered by revolutionaries in France. Darnay is eventually recognized by the mob as the missing Marquis in France and is sentenced to death by the guillotine, despite Manette's attempts to use his repute as a prisoner of the Bastille to acquit him. Sidney Carton, who looks almost identical to Darnay, ends up sneaking to Darnay's menagerie, switching him clothes, and taking his death sentence. Carton is thought by most critics to be the most dynamic character in the book, having a reckless lifestyle for most of his life. He raises himself above that lifestyle with his ultimate sacrifice at the end of the novel. First, we will take a look at the scene from Book the First, Chapter 4, The Preparation. In this scene, Lucy Manette is first introduced. She is called upon by Mr. Jarvis Lorry regarding the property of her dead father. As I was saying, if Monsieur Manette had not died, if he had suddenly and silently disappeared, if he had been spirited away, if it had not been difficult to guess what dreadful place, though no art could trace him, if his wife had implored the king, the queen, the court, the clergy, for any tidings of him, and all quite in vain, then the history of your father would have been the history of this unfortunate gentleman, Doctor of Beauvais.
The child was a daughter, sir.
A daughter. As a matter of fact, as a matter of business, don't be distressed, miss. If the poor lady had suffered so much that she decided to spare her daughter that pain by rearing her in the belief that her father was dead. No, don't kneel. In heaven's name, why would you kneel to me?
For the truth! Oh, dear God, compassionate sir, for the truth!
Miss Manette, your mother took this course with you, and when she died, I believe broken-hearted, having never found your father, she left you, at 2 years old, to grow to be blooming, beautiful, happy, without the dark cloud upon you of living uncertainty whether your father soon wore out his heart in prison or wasted there through many lingering years. But he has been found. He is alive. Greatly changed, it is too probable. Almost a wreck, it is possible. Although we hope for the best. Still alive. Your father has been taken to the house of an old servant in Paris, and we are going there. I, to identify him, you to restore him to life, love, duty, rest, and comfort.
I will be going to see his ghost. It will be his ghost, not him.
Okay. Now wasn't that quite exciting? Mr. Lorry and Miss Manette then travel to France, as he said, to find Monsieur Manette and restore him to life. Lucy fainting at the end of the chapter is a good example of Dickens' use of episodic writing. Next, we will take a look at a scene from Book the First, Chapter 5, The Wine Shop. In this scene, Miss Lucy Manette first sees her thought-to-be-dead father. Dickens puts the first clue that Defarge is a revolutionary by saying that his surname is Jacques, a common code name of revolutionaries. I will be playing the role of Mr. Jarvis Lorry, a businessman of Tellson's Bank, a bank with much obstinacy in London. Let's have a look, shall we? Courage, dear miss, courage, business, the worst will be over in a moment. It is but passing the room door, and the worst is over. Then all the good you bring him, all the relief, all the happiness you bring to him, begin. Let our good friend here assist you on that side. That's well, friend Defarge. Come now, business, business.
I forgot them in the surprise of your visit. Leave us, good boys. We have business here.
Do you make a show of Monsieur Manette?
I show him the way of seeing to a chosen few.
Come in, come in.
I am afraid of it.
Of it? Of what?
Of him. My father.
This ends this version of Masterpiece Theater. We'll see you next time.